Hi, my name is Mr. Moneybags. I am a well-known member of the Illuminati and the official spokesman of the Global Psychosis Network. But tonight, I am your host, as we listen together to a new episode of the Jimbo Trashy podcast. Now, if you would, please silence your cell phones and shut the fuck up as we evolve into the fourth density vibration via another production of Global Psychosis Entertainment straight out of Dark Gem Studios, where everything is a conspiracy, even you are a conspiracy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jimbo Trashy Podcast. Yeah.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Global Psychosis Entertainment presents the Jimbo Trashy Podcast.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
It's the Jimbo Trashy Podcast, where everything is a conspiracy. Even
We're back.
you are a conspiracy. I am your host, Jimbo Trashy. This is episode 33. Tonight my guests are a new guy that has never been here. I've known him for years, but goes by the name of Adar.
What up?
Adar 1.
Welcome to the podcast. And then my other guest here is a longtime GPE legend, Mike Checker.
That's right. The voted by you fans as the number one,
Most favorite guest of all time here on this podcast.
the famous, most favorite, the most awesome, excellent, bodacious might be. And now, just so we could get through it, I'm not a conspiracy, and that voting poll was not a conspiracy.
I think Scott Gaisford would have something to say
He
about
thinks
that.
it is, but he's the one who tried to cheat. He tried to cheat, and I put him in his place real quick, and we saw what happened when we competed.
Now, how did you guys multiple vote? Because this is clear the air.
That's the thing is I didn't. That's what he wants to think.
Okay. Well, because I put it so people couldn't multiple vote. So, I mean, supposedly that's supposed to how it works.
You
but-
can't multiple
I didn't know
vote.
there was a vote.
Yeah,
I would like to cast my vote.
if you go to globalpsychosis.net, it's a new website we just got up. It's been up for not even a month yet. But globalpsychosis.net. You go there and we have a new poll. I think it's like, what's the best combination of characters for the Jimbo Trashy podcast? That's the new vote. But
There's
the one
a
we
new
had
one
before
up,
was
yeah.
like, who was your favorite guest on there so far?
All right.
So we had Mike Checker, Scott Gaisford, Knox. I forget who else we had on there.
Radican,
Logarithm, Schmeeks, I think.
Schmeeks.
Yeah, so we had all those dudes, and Mike Checker won, I think, like 6-4 or something.
Landslide.
Yeah. 6-4 on Scott. A couple other people had some single votes there.
Yeah, I think Rich randomly voted for Logarithm. Someone voted for Knox. Not sure who that was.
Knox.
Yeah.
Voted for himself.
Well, Knox is so fucking off.
One vote for Knox from Knox.
He
He's so
definitely
off the
did.
internet that he wouldn't even like check his own fucking poll.
Down with him. I don't want anybody following my movements. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you on that actually. That's why I'm Mike Checker.
You guys are gonna love this story. I guess urinating standing up may soon be illegal in Europe.
Wait, what?
So here's a story here.
Oh,
off
this
of
is the surprise.
This
This is why he wanted to
there's a
gauge
lot
our
to say
reaction.
right here.
Inquisitor.com. I guess in Europe there's a group of feminists who are trying to ban pissing while you stand up. So it says male representatives of the Stormland County Council and the Left Party are pushing for sitting-only public restrooms. They're saying that, I guess what their argument is that, if you piss when you sit down, you get more relief from your bladder. It's more like healthy or some shit to sit down when you piss. And they're trying to say that like, it makes a mess and stuff. So like there's like legitimate like people like going out there and protesting, trying to like get the Congress or whatever in Europe, however they do it over there, to ban pissing. I guess you can't ban it. You can't stop somebody from standing up and pissing, but they're gonna make it so you can only sit down or I guess stand at the toilet instead of having a urinal. So I guess they're gonna ban urinals is what they're gonna.
Well, that's
do.
what I
How
was
the
about
fuck
to
did
say.
they
Yeah.
crack down on that? It's
Right,
just
right.
the first obvious thought. Like,
And the cops are gonna have to add on their routes to going into every bathroom
Right, like, hey, asshole. Billy Club him and shit. Like, get your motherfucking ass on that seat and piss.
So, like, well, that's what I was wondering too. Is it just gonna be there's no urinals and like so they're all just gonna be like toilets?
I don't know about you. I still piss standing up at the toilet. You know what I mean? Like, fuck a urinal.
No,
I'm
I don't know
still
about
pissing.
you.
Like, if they're like in my house, there's no urinal. I still piss standing up in the toilet.
Exactly. That's what. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just in Europe. So the continent of Europe, or is it?
It just says Europe here in this article, but check this out. It says feminists in some portions of Europe have begun carrying signs stating "Drop your trousers and sit." Like that's what they're putting up. And it says with a logo of a man urinating, standing up with a big red X over the image. Some women are taking the fight against standing urination so seriously that placards have been seen spotted with the wording "Not another filthy puddle on my bathroom floor." And they're protesting this shit.
Well, I like that it's fucking feminist too.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It can't just be like people that don't like piss on their shoes.
Right.
Like, it has to be feminist.
If anyone ever deserved to be pissed on standing up, it'd be a fucking feminist, wouldn't it?
Right. They probably all have pee fetishes and shit.
Yeah, right. At the end of the day, they just want to be abused and put in a porno.
Golden shower.
That's
So
fine,
so now when you get popped and you get a pissing in public ticket, you're getting a double fine.
ticket.
Yeah,
like,
you're going to
you pissing in public and you were standing up, motherfucker. That's a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
I swear, the next step is like, oh, you've been shaking your dick too long, dude. It's fucking indecent exposure.
Minimum of 3 months in jail. No, that's
They're gonna start making you wipe forward, dude.
Oh man, I thought this story would definitely get you guys riled up, which it seemed to have done. So
Well,
I'm
I
upset
just-
about it, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's
I
fucking
want,
upsetting.
I want to join the other group, like the protest on the other
you
side
mean the
of the
right
street.
side?
Yeah.
That's the left side. So obviously the other option is the right side,
Yeah.
where things are right.
Yeah,
And
where
they're
can
not
we
fucking
go?
retarded.
Let's gather up all the Jimbo Trashy, the GPE family, and let's go to Europe and
piss
find
standing
out
up.
where they're gonna do their find out where they're gonna have their next protest, and let's just all sit there the whole time pissing, standing up, just on the other side of the street.
Well, hold on. I don't want to piss them off. No.
It actually took a second. I'm thinking about like the fucking the chance that we could start. You know what I mean? Like, you can't let me pee.
Let me.
Like, all that kind of good shit that could be thrown in there. That'd be good with that.
man.
You know what I mean?
That
Just
is-
thinking of fucking funny things to say.
Let them stand up. Let
like
them stand up.
And it's a basketball game too. You know? Like, it's a sporting event. Fuck, it is.
How ridiculous, though. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously. The
dude.
thing about Europe, I always wanted to like visit Europe, but people would say like, I'd like to live there. Like, Europe seems to be like the trial run. Like, okay, let's fuck shit up over here. If it works, if it's successful, then we'll do it to the United States. So I always look at Europe as like a fucking 10 years.
That's never gonna.
10
pass.
years in the future over there to here,
Man. Well, and what like region is that coming out of?
Yeah.
Poland.
It's saying here, it just says Europe.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're not specifying which country, but let me see if I can find it here.
What the?
It just to me.
Stormland County. So wherever Stormland County is at is like the fucking
Google
the
that
hub.
shit.
It comes down to, man, like what people really just devote their heart and minds to. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Like.
Like, yeah, like I'm gonna throw away
Sweden.
all my efforts. Sweden.
Wow. So that's like.
Fucking Swedes again, bro.
You know, aren't they like? Yeah.
Fucking
I don't know.
Swedes every time.
Is that Scandinavia? Maybe it's Scandinavia.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe that's like the spot.
I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. People do some stupid shit at urinals. Like when I was working as a bouncer.
Well, how would the fucking feminists even know? They don't even see urinals. You know what I mean? Like
They just feel it. They feel that you're doing something that's masculine. They just can't stand it. They fucking hate it.
they got to be
And we
talking.
should make them pee standing up.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna fucking make that law. Like, no more pissing sitting down for you, lady.
Like in Step Brother, you know, after that broad starts, she does homeboy in the bathroom, and then they're inside the boys' bathroom, and she does John Riley. She screws him like in the urinal or
Wait,
in
what
the
movie is
toilet.
this?
Step Brothers.
Oh, I
And then
haven't seen
after
that one.
she's done, she walks up and like slaps him on the ass like, good job, buddy. And then she walks up to the urinal, and she puts her leg up and just starts peeing standing up at the urinal. That's what. It's a great scene for women. It is a great scene for women worldwide, and I mean, that's what they should have been doing, you know.
I want to know if her pee went every direction.
I would think it would be the opposite. Feminists, you know, like they talk about, you know, we should be allowed to do what men do. Like we shouldn't be stopped. Like men can't just play football. I want women to play football too, you know.
Like,
we should be allowed to stand up and pee too.
I think it's a lot harder. I think we have it worse. We have to aim.
You know what
You just have to sit down.
We get mocked for it. Can't you aim? Do I need to put a target in the toilet? You know,
they need to sell like a fucking strap on.
My shit requires concentration, bitches. You just get to sit down.
Yeah.
They should sell like a strap on that like cover like the balls cup their entire fucking pussy with a dick out, like a little rubber dick, and the chicks just pull it out and lift it out and piss when they're at the bar or something. You know?
A little add-on utensil.
A little add-on.
$1
It just like cups in the fucking balls, right? And then just filters down to the dick. You know, they can just piss in like a little fucking pad.
They can just squeeze it out.
Yeah.
that would incite riots also. You know what I mean? That could be some shit.
That's insensitive.
Lord.
That's insensitive.
Lord.
This world is becoming so PG and nerfed the fuck out, dude. I can't fucking take it anymore.
I can't even. If anyone seriously like is behind that, I just can't take you seriously in life. That's all.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I couldn't even be friends with you anymore, dude.
Jennifer gets.
You know what I mean? Like,
please.
Fuck those
there's
starving
so much,
children.
Yeah, there's so much other stuff.
Fuck all that other shit. Fuck AIDS. You sit down when you pee.
You're wasting paper on things that you should be protesting. Exactly, other meaningful things. Like,
do I have to wipe my dick?
Yeah, right. Do I shit? Is that enough involved?
Do I have to use more toilet paper too? Maybe it's the toilet papers that are behind it. Toilet paper companies are all behind it, bro.
They sure are, dude.
It's like a conspiracy to get the toilet paper industry to get
more
fucking booming
toilet paper
again.
used.
Absolutely. Let's cut down the trees, man.
That's why they're selling single ply more often now because
single ply. I'll tell you right now, I have some single ply in my house right now. It's terrible. It's terrible when the family, they must have been on sale or something like that, and whoever's buying the toilet paper at the house, from your girlfriend to frickin' whoever.
You know why it's on sale? Because nobody wants it, dude. And nobody wants it. You want the 2-ply.
And you don't even know. You go in, you go to the bathroom, and you're doing your business, and then it's time. It's time to finish up, and you start unrolling, and right away when you first start unroll, you go, oh Lord, oh God.
Every 2 sheets it rips.
And it comes down, and it comes down to.
I'm fucking disappointed.
I'm telling you right now.
Come in here and poop, and
I'm just unhappy. Yeah, and it comes down to they think, oh, we're saving money, but no, in reality, even if it's 1-ply as compared to 2-ply, I have to use 3 times as much 1-ply. Not even double.
Make it 2-ply.
Not even no. I have to make 1-ply 3-ply to even be like enough because 2-ply has the quilted little things.
Toilet paper origami to wipe your ass.
You know, if you have 1-ply, you're gonna need a Brazilian wax. That's the only way you're gonna utilize that 1-ply effectively.
Right on.
Yeah, it's fucking upsetting, man, and I get it. And I don't even know why there's an option for 1 or 2. It should just be standard.
That should be the law we should be fighting.
Yeah.
That should be the
mandatory 2-ply in the law.
There shouldn't be. Yeah. You should only be able to buy 1-ply on the black market.
See how far off topic we've gotten. Look at how weird my fucking mind is.
It's awesome.
Here's a total shift in topics. A mom beats a football coach with a baseball bat for allegedly molesting her sons.
At a soccer field.
Right?
Joking.
Right after a basketball game. 27-year-old mother of 2 young boys, 8 and 9 years of age, she's being charged with assault after nearly beating a community coach to death for allegedly molesting her sons. I guess she asked her son, "Did he touch you?" He said, and so basically, a black woman beat the shit out of a guy with a bat.
I dig it.
And that's for once, like, it's now a World Star Hip Hop video. Actually, like, right on.
Yeah,
right on. Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, there was purpose behind it.
See how stupid is the law? Like, oh, well, you made a crime, therefore we must follow the book here. Like, come on, use some common sense. Well, the law book has like no common sense.
At the same time, though, I mean,
it was alleged.
That's the problem. Is what if this lady was just crazy? and that really didn't happen. You know,
maybe the kids were just mad they weren't getting playing time and shit.
The kids, exactly.
Kids are fucking liars, and we all know that shit anyway.
that.
You know?
Kids will sell their soul to get themselves out of timeout.
There's a monster right now. I swear.
If I had a nickel for every time I said some teacher molested me to my parents, Mom, what do you mean? Of course I did my homework. You fucking molested me, Mom.
Why didn't you do your homework? I don't know. Teacher molested me. Fucking leave me alone.
Right? Get off my back.
It's hard being a teenager. You don't get it. I'm going through puberty, Mom.
It's hard. It's hard out there.
How come you didn't turn your homework in? Well, last time I went to turn it up and he touched me and it was. I don't want to be put in that position again, Mom.
Yeah.
I wish some of my female teachers molested me, to be honest. I had some hot fucking English teachers.
Oh, there's I could think of 2 or 3.
I could think of at least fucking 6th grade science teacher, dude.
Mr. Cheeseman?
Biggest titties in the world, bro.
Mr. Cheeseman?
No.
Mr. Cheeseman.
Sorry. Again, jokes.
No, he just touched me.
Oh.
And it was enjoyable.
Physical encouragement.
No, she had the biggest titties, and it was like one of those things where I was like, I just came in, you're fucking 6th grade.
Yeah.
And you just start thinking about girls and shit, and then the teacher is just, bow, big ass titties in your face, like, hey, I'm gonna help you teach. Reaching over your desk and shit. I can't even remember her name. I just remember her big ass titties.
You know what's funny? I remember when I was in elementary school, all my teachers were like old fat slob grandmas and shit. And then as soon as I hit puberty, like all of a sudden my teachers were like fucking hot as fuck. They're like 22. We're out of the fucking academy for being a teacher.
I'll be real.
What's up with that?
In 1st grade, I had a fantasy about my 1st grade teacher. Her name was Mrs. Quint.
When you were in Mrs. Clit?
Quint.
I said the same thing on a different podcast, and he dropped this name before. He goes, Quint. I hear that every time, dude.
No, I as a 1st grader
named Clint, I'm like, what's up, Clint?
As a 1st grader, I definitely remember like thinking like I think if I look back at a yearbook today, she's just horrible. But I don't know.
Your standards have changed from
her
when you were in
girls
first grade. In 1st grade, you were just fucking everything, right? Like,
everything, just anything,
Like I'm so much better than that.
But no, and I'll give you another name. In 5th grade too, we had her first year, Mrs. Addington. Oh, she was a hottie.
Adding
Towers
10
Elementary School produced Mrs. Addington.
Right there with you, dude. He fucking set that one right up, dude.
And then I think you all can probably agree with me if you all had her, Mrs. Califano.
Oh, I was thinking Califano right off the top when the shit came up.
Yeah.
I was like, Califano.
Wait, did she go
That's
to West?
number one.
Miss Califano, bro.
Did she work at West?
No,
she
she
was
was Burt Lynn, dude.
Oh, I never went to Burt
She was
Lynn.
home ec.
The story was that she was an actual Miss California.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
That's right. And I know I had a teacher when I was in freshman year at West. She was an English teacher. She was a bitch, but I would have hate fucked her for sure.
Yes.
And then the 6th grade teacher, I can't remember her name. It was like Mrs. Some with a B, dude. Big ass titties though.
Not
Still
Bernard,
thinking,
right?
Nah, no. Mrs. Bernard looked like.
That's it. But I'm trying
Saint
to.
Bernard.
Right. I'm trying
How
to
about
think
Mr.
of.
Eaton? He's pretty cute back then.
No, I'll be real. I think Mr. Eaton probably did touch a couple of fucking students back in the day. That guy was a piece of work.
That guy
I'll
was
tell
a
you that
miserable
right now.
divorced fuck, wasn't he?
He was a dickhead.
I was like
to
15. He's like, James, I want to tell you right now, don't ever get married. It fucking sucks. Like, you like seriously like vent about his fucking horrible marriage and shit to me.
How much he hates his life. He's like, let me teach you guys a real lesson. Fuck living,
Just kill yourself when you're my age. I swear to God.
Don't ever live past how old you are right now. It sucks.
Why was he teaching math?
Yeah,
he couldn't even pay his own bills.
I had him for PE.
He's fucking teaching math.
I had him for PE, and he actually liked me because I shouldn't have been in PE. The only reason I was in PE is because I got in trouble and I couldn't play sports.
Speaking of fucked up teachers, did you guys have Mr. Loomis at West High?
Yeah.
Heard
That
of him. I
guy
didn't have him.
Did not give a fuck about his job or teaching the youth. Like he was not
Or
about
teaching the youth.
Yeah, he was not about just dropping knowledge on people or fucking expanding minds. Like he was just about like, fuck you kids, shut up. I got tenure. Do that fucking shitty piece of paper I gave you, like that scanned piece of paper, and I'm not gonna fucking grade it, and it doesn't matter what your parents think about you. Or, you know what I mean? Like
I think he thought it was a retirement home. You
Yeah.
just come in there all
for
fucking
sure.
nonchalant, like, oh, what are you kids doing here? Like, fucking completely oblivious. There's a class going on.
We would fuck with them too, and he was just like I remember him telling me like, Mr. Hutcherson, and he had this that real fucking shitty old guy like, Mr. Hutcherson, you know what I'm gonna give you this semester? I'm gonna give you an F and a U. And for the rest of your life, when you look at your report card, it's gonna say F.U. Loomis. And I was like, yeah,
That sums it
F.U.
up.
Loomis.
That pretty much sums it up. No doubt.
He had some big fucking speech about you want to be the white cowboy with the white horse and the white hat, or do you want to be the black cowboy with the black horse? And I was like, what are you talking? This doesn't have anything to do with fucking
Spaghetti
physical
Western.
education. Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, Loomis is a piece of shit, dude. There was a
Wow.
lot of. I think at some point, like, when you're that fucking old, like he just seemed like that guy that hated his life, that was just waiting to die, and we were all just witness to that.
We were
on a
just-
fucking
we were
every
on
day
his
that
ride,
we had to
yep.
go to school, we were just witness to him slow fucking suicide. You know what I mean? And how much he hated his life.
I actually got into the first time I ever met Knox. I got into a fight with him in Mr. Loomis's class.
Oh wow.
Mr. Loomis didn't do shit.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
just like,
sounds
"Hey
right.
kids, hey, try not to, hey, come on, Knox.
Come on. You sound like Kermit the Frog.
There's Kermit the Frog here."
Oh my God, James, that was pretty good.
That was fucking. His was way better than me.
I've been working on
I didn't
Kermit for
expect you
years.
to drop that one right after I did mine.
I did
Damn
not-
it.
Yeah, yours looked appallingly bad compared to.
Thanks a lot.
I didn't mean to over Kermit you, dude.
Yeah.
You just out Kermited me to the fucking 10th.
Yeah, dude, your day is over. You can go,
I
you
can't
can
do
go
Kermit
hang it-
anymore.
I've been working
Hang
on
it up.
Gonzo. I can't do Gonzo that
I
well. So
can't
you
do
still
Kermit
have hope
anymore.
with Gonzo.
I would go for the impression, but I'm afraid it's gonna sound as bad as Mike's Kermit, and I don't want to do that to myself. That's not fucking Kermit.
Wasn't that Beaker?
That's Beaker.
Beaker never even talked.
Yeah, he just went.
I want that job.
I know, just
I
making
know that
weird,
voice,
crazy
that
voices.
voiceover.
Yeah,
The
just-
guy who just.
I want that job. That's all I'm saying.
That's the coolest job, just doing fucking voice acting for a cartoon or something.
Dude,
That'd
that
be
would be
shit.
legit. Especially like people like on The Simpsons, or just like the longest running cartoon ever.
Yeah. Well, The
Just-
Simpsons is by far my favorite fucking cartoon.
It's
in the world,
gotta be
ever.
the best.
It's been
ever.
on TV since I was in like fucking second grade,
Yeah,
bro.
it's the 80s, like
It's-
89 or
it's-
something, right?
I can literally track my life according to fucking Simpsons.
Right, right. When you see an episode, I was
remember
in,
The day I watched that was, you know,
Yeah.
I thought life was over. You know, I got laid that day. You know?
Oh, that's the season I lost my puberty.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, lost my virginity.
yeah.
Lost my puberty. What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know, but I agreed with it as
Yeah.
soon as you said it. So I was with you.
You know what I meant. And those of you at home know what I meant. Let's pretend I never make mistakes on this podcast.
Unless that had
100%
something to do
professional at all
with-
times.
Edit that shit out.
Manicuring.
You got full control, dude. Just edit
That's
that
what I
shit
thought
out.
it meant.
Yeah, the Simpsons though, like, and you know who's fucking crazy is Hank Azaria does like half those voices on there, dude.
Yeah, and he's great.
It's weird when you see him
There's-
when you see like the fucking real person
Yeah,
do the voice.
Right.
Does that shit trip you out?
Yeah,
sometimes?
yeah,
Like,
it
you're
does.
not a cartoon.
it really
bro.
does, man. But yeah, The Simpsons have a lot of that.
You're supposed to look like Mo.
Same with like South Park. The dudes who make South Park do like all the voices.
Well, even crazier is like the even farther you go back, like the fucking, like the old Warner Brothers and shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
all the, I can't even. What's it? Mel Silver. What the fuck is the guy's
Something
name?
Mel
like
Blancs?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
or something like
Hey,
I
that.
Bugs
was
Bunny.
gonna say Mel Silverstein. I think that's the fucking stupid, shitty poet.
Think about Hank Azaria. Hank Azaria, the first time I ever saw
Silverstein,
him,
yeah,
he was
the,
on.
the Light in the Attic or something like that. Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Where the sidewalk ends.
That too. There's two of them.
But yeah, he did fucking
He
every
was on
voice.
Herman's Head. Remember that show, Herman's Head?
Yeah, yeah.
He was on that, and that's the first time I ever saw Hank Azaria as an actor. And then I saw him. I found out he did the voice of the fucking Simpsons. I'm like, what the fuck? That's the guy from Herman's Head.
Herman's Head also had. Didn't that also have fucking Lisa Simpson on it? She
Yeah,
was
I
the
think
little
so, too.
fucking squinty-eyed bitch. Like
Yeah,
that looked like Lisa Simpson.
and that's her normal voice. So how cool is that? You don't have to fucking try.
Bart Simpson's a fucking
It's a
woman.
girl. Yeah, yeah,
I met her at Borders and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was
she-
it was just as unexciting as meeting some chick at Borders sounds. You know?
Whoa, man.
Like it was like, oh well, there she is, everybody. Like I'd rather watch the cartoon.
Was she like signing a book?
Apparently, I don't fucking
Oh,
know. I was
okay.
in there. I was pretty high. And
You were in there trying to pick up on the Borders chicks, huh?
Yeah, you
It's a
know,
good place.
like it's.
Did you try to fuck Bart Simpson? We'll be right back on the Jimbo Trashy podcast.
Yeah.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
The sweat from his brow drips down to the ground as he grinds his teeth while the blood cools down and his mind just speeds as he's wondering how, but can't remember now except for the sounds
of this man's last breath reaching deep in his chest. He gasping for air cause there ain't none left. In attempt to repent to his God, get him blessed as he lay in this mess, give him peace while he rests.
Then the fear goes numb and eyes go red, not from the tears but what he hears instead. Echoes of the dead playing songs in his head, his soul full of dread. Could this be the end?
The sirens start blurring with the screams of mass panic. Gotta get out of Dodge, get away from the tragic. Bad means crime scene looking like satanic. Time seems like dreams plotting an advantage.
I didn't mean to take another life tonight. Oh no, oh no, I didn't mean to take another life tonight. Oh no, oh no. In the shadows, stay out of sight. Paranoia creeps as night brings daylight, thinking he's invisible but knows he can't hide the monster inside, so he has to take flight.
Ignite the fight that pushes man to survive. This is all a test in the quest to stay alive. Pass and get away, if he fails then he dies. Cause no matter what, if he's caught there's no alibi.
But he's 2 steps ahead from this homicide. Blinded by the death but he sees paradise. Changes his appearance but he's still a parasite, sucking life from anybody nearby.
Never know it's him, but he's still the same guy. Forever on a whim with the law on the side. Would have been a suspect now on a plane ride to accept the Oval Office with his memorized lines.
I didn't mean to take another life tonight. Oh no, oh no, I didn't mean to take another life tonight. Oh no, oh no.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
for him to turn face because he took. I mean,
maybe it's just the Chicago crowd though. You know, because they kind of like root the heel. Seems like.
Well, no, they were cheering for him, but I mean, even if you watch it from an unbiased, standpoint, Dolph Ziggler.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Yo, what's up? This is Scott Gaisford, and you're watching and/or listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Trashy podcast. Now, Adar, I know earlier you were smoking. It's called a e-vape.
Yeah. It's like it's a fake cigarette, dude. I mean, that's essentially.
What do you mean? What do you mean by fake cigarette?
So, I got the shit in here, and it's
show it to the camera.
Okay, this one. So I got the juice in here. You can see it in there moving around a little bit, and then there's like a cylinder in the center, and there's all different types of this shit.
Like that's how you would refill it? Is that juice is like the refill?
Check it out.
Well, first of all, why is it juice? I thought tobacco was leaves.
Right. Well, so it's just
like concentrate.
In here, there's no tobacco. It's nicotine.
Okay, nicotine. Okay.
So it's
where does nicotine derive from?
I don't know. I just know that I'm addicted to it. You know what I mean? Like,
right
I don't
on.
know where
right
I get where this shit comes from. I just know that I put it in my body often. So
I just know I need it.
It's in this shit here. Like, you got the juice, you got this little cylinder in the middle, and then you got like your tip on the end or whatever.
Yeah.
And hence tip. And then so the centerpiece has like a little hole in the middle, like drilled into the side of it, and it sucks the juice in. Inside the centerpiece is like a kind of like a poly cotton kind of fill, and then that's where the juice sucks in and seeps in or whatever.
Yeah.
And then down the center of that shit is like a coil. And what happens here is like, so this fucking thing is a battery.
Okay.
At the end of it, there's a heating unit. Heats you screw it on. It fucking
like a so.
Press the button, and the heating unit heats up the coil, produces the vapor, and I breathe that shit in, and so you get like a genuine kind of smoke feel.
It's equivalent to a cigarette, then.
Yeah, and it's like the patch or anything like that. Like you could start at like a high dosage of nicotine and then slowly move your way down. Like the reason I started was to stop smoking. You know what I mean? Like eventually, I don't want to be doing this shit either. And you have a little bit more control. Plus, it's not fucking on fire. I don't stink like shit. You know what I mean?
There's no tar.
There's no tars. It's not. There's not all these other additives. Like it's essentially it's a healthier smoke.
Yeah.
You know, but
it's like using a vaporizer for weed.
Essentially,
you know?
Same shit. Like it has its positive effects. I don't really know of any negative side effects of this shit yet, except that nicotine's not good for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Except it's addictive.
Yeah, but it's addictive is fucking soda or you know what I mean, sugar, anything like that. It's just a stimulant. You know what I mean? But then the juice is made out of like it's some PG. There's like a vegetable one, and then another one. It's like a propyl. I don't know all the fucking technical terms of it, but hey man, I'm putting it in my body just like I put fucking cigarettes in my body.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like I've put in way worse in here.
Yeah.
How many? Hits,
I'm still spending.
How many hits from that thing would you take for a cigarette? You think?
I don't know. I'm smoking on this motherfucker all day. What do you mean? Like, what would it like the equivalent?
Like that one cartridge, is that like one pack of smokes or?
Dude, I mean, so check this out. I'm like a pack a day smoker and have been for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cigarettes now are like fucking $6, and then you figure 6 and some change. So I'm looking at $7. Smoke a pack a day at least. And if I'm drinking and fucking doing whatever,
$50 a week.
It's easy $50 a week. Probably more like 60, 70. This shit was I mean, you can get cheaper ones and more expensive ones, and it's just like fucking a car.
Course,
you know what I mean? Everything has its own little gadgets and trickery. This has like, it's like the fucking iPhone of e-cigarettes. Like you can plug it into your fucking computer and it updates and shit.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And it has just stupid information like, oh, how many puffs you take on this thing a day and what shit you like to burn at. I don't give a fuck how many puffs I take. It doesn't matter to me.
Is this thing connected to the internet?
For the healthy smoker.
Is this thing like connected to the internet right now? Like, is it connected to the Wi-Fi?
It's probably watching us.
It's got the internet.
It's got the government in it.
So how many like what he was kind of saying, you're a pack a day smoker or whatever. But like, how many like when you refill that?
So check this shit out. Like, I'll refill this thing like every couple days. I get a 15 milliliter bottle of juice for like fucking $15.
Okay.
Right? That 15 ml bottle will last me 2-3 weeks.
Nice.
You know, and I have
Nice.
like 4 different takes going. They got. I mean,
Wow.
these things come in. This one is vanilla and banana flavor, and that's the other thing. Like, so now
Is that bullshit or does it really taste like
it
that?
tastes fucking good, bro.
What's your favorite?
Like vanilla and banana though.
Yeah, like I got one at home that tastes like Apple Jacks.
Can I try it?
Yeah, fucking hit this shit.
Is
man.
it okay? Do I hit it like a joint?
So like hit it kind of like so. Let me see.
Oh my god. Dude.
Yeah, and so you just kind of get
It's
a
like rip
slow,
a smoke.
slow hit. Yeah, you could blow out fucking, and that's the other thing too. Like, cause I don't get faded anymore or anything like that. So like, I keep thinking this shit's gonna do something to me, bro. Like I'm like hell yeah, like it's. Yeah, you pressing the button?
Oh no, I'm not pressing.
I would say his lungs just want to keep
Yeah,
that.
press
Smoke.
the button.
Okay.
So yeah, you fucking.
I could taste it though.
Yeah, like they got all kinds of different flavors, bro. I mean, and the thing is so now that I'm fucking on all these sweet flavors and all these different flavors, when I fucking smoke a cigarette, it's disgusting as fuck. Like it's nasty to me. So it really deters you from smoking cigarettes. But eventually, I think they're gonna put like more.
That's delicious.
Yeah, right. Like it's fucking good.
That tastes like milkshake.
Yeah, it's a creamy fucking.
Wow.
It tastes great, dude.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more enjoyable. You still get your little nicotine fix.
So nicotine fix as in like it just craves that
I don't-
urge or it gives you a buzz.
Like you can get like, dude, like when I first started, I was like fucking jamming this thing in my face every 2 fucking seconds, smoking it, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking pass out. You know what I mean? And so I had to like really get used to it and kind of be like, I gotta fucking take it easy on this thing. You know, like I have a tendency to overdo things. So basically, like I said, you can control the amount of nicotine and all that shit. And I don't know, it's pretty good, dude. Like I like it. I still have a cigarette every once in a while, but I mean, it's a fucking 15-year habit, dude. It takes a minute to break, you know.
So that's like what I just blew out. That's like a water vapor.
Essentially, it's the same thing as water vapor,
So you
except
could-
it's vegetable, whatever oil.
You're allowed
vapor.
to smoke that anywhere,
I
like
could smoke
indoors.
this shit in my house. It doesn't smell.
But I mean,
nothing.
like, like restaurants.
You can
or
smoke
something
inside a
like
bar.
that.
You could. Some people don't like it because
Yeah.
the thing is, it's so fucking new. People don't know what the fuck you're
Right,
doing. I'm
right.
walking down the street with this fucking thing in my hand. What the fuck is
You ever
that?
been
know?
hassled by
People-
cops or anything?
No, because I think cops. I mean, but they have those fucking like the wax pens and shit like that, like for smoking oil and wax,
Yeah,
weed wax and all
yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
They have that. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't fucking smell like weed. You know what I mean? But
Wow.
I immediately like this is how my fucking mind works. I'm like, you could probably throw like fucking crystal meth in there and just. Like, I immediately go to like you could
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
just put a rock of crack in that motherfucker
Right,
and just
right,
smoke
right,
up, baby.
right.
You know, but
Yeah.
I don't know why I automatically go to that, but I mean, like that's just where my
Hey,
head goes.
hey now, hey,
you know?
hey now.
If I was, you know, on
No, because I just
pushing
thinking like when you blew yours and I blew mine too, but when you took yours, it was like a bong rip of smoke, and like I see everyone all the time, like in people's houses and in restaurants or just
That's a fat
there's
rip of
fat
smoke.
hits right there.
Yeah.
and like I would figure like people would just like trip like whoa dude.
Yeah,
like,
well, and that's why I like see. So I got like I had
And it
one.
smells good too.
it
Yeah.
smells dude. I'm gonna buy. I hate cigarettes.
Well, and you could get these things with no nicotine in them. So you could just sit here and fuck around, you know what
Just
I mean?
for looks.
Yeah, just or like kind of like hookah or something like
Yeah,
that. But like
yeah.
that's why like fucking like 16-year-old girls like, hey, I'm smoking, but I'm not smoking. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Like,
Yeah.
so and then that's essentially what you want. I want to get to is down to 0. So then I'm just kind of like placebo smoking. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man,
But-
these things took off. The people I see
Oh, bro.
everybody with these things
And,
now.
and now it's like a total fucking like me and my brother. There's like 5 spots that popped up right like real quick like within a month.
Yeah.
And
Exclusive to
we're
that
going
stuff?
to all this shit.
Yeah.
And so like we're going into these stores and like everyone it's like fucking like Persian guys and fucking Chinese people. And I'm like, you can't fucking trust Persian people, bro. Like, it was like they're fucking ripping us off. You know what I mean? And so, like, we've had like me and my brother like kind of go back and forth. I tried this and I don't like this shit, and everything's new.
Yeah.
My brother got one of these things. It's like a mechanical mod, and that you can build your own coils and wicks and all this shit in here. dude, this motherfucker blows out hits like, boo, you know what I mean? Like you could blow it in your fucking hand, and the smoke, you could just be like moving it around and shit. It's so thick. So, but I mean, that's like kind of, it's almost like smoking cigars. Like it has its own little stigma to it, you know, its own little like community or whatever.
Huh.
But I think mostly it's just, fuck, it's 2013 smoking
Right
shit,
on,
dog, you know?
Yeah. I like that, dude. Like everyone who smokes, they should ban cigarettes and make cigarettes illegal and make that shit fucking.
I'm almost for sure that what's gonna happen is because there's no fucking government doesn't have any their hand in it yet.
Right.
So immediately what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like we're gonna put fucking bans on it and all this kind of shit. And then you'll start seeing the propaganda against it.
Yeah.
Like once they can't fucking control it and get their money on it,
They're gonna start saying it's fucking causing.
Oh yeah, dude. You're getting fucking double cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's worse than cigarettes.
Causes
it kills
blindness.
Kills you worse than cigarettes.
Yeah.
You know?
It kills you twice.
Yeah. It kill your baby. It won't even let you make babies. You know what I mean?
It's actually what's gonna start the zombie. It kills you and rises you from the dead. The zombie apocalypse is in front of us right now.
Yeah.
E-vape. The apocalypse is waiting.
I say if you're fucking a smoker, give this shit a try. Like it's a little bit of a pain in the ass when you first start with it, but I mean
just from that hit I took and everything.
The reality is I mean what the fuck, dude? Like cigarettes suck, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've been
It's horrible.
I don't regret hardly anything I've ever done. Cigarettes is one of the only regrets. I have.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Whenever I see those,
hate 'em.
when I see those things that you're smoking right now, to me that's like the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know, Back to the Future, so like the hovercraft and shit, the hoverboards,
Demolition Man, like just
that's like the first sign of like the future.
Yeah,
dude. I could
Total Recall.
My cigarette goes into my computer, bro. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy though. It's a handheld vaporizer. I mean, what the fuck? Those vaporizers that we were using were like fucking big boxes.
Plugging them in and heating them up and.
Yeah, that technology is really, really crazy, and all these things are coming out of like fucking China and Greece and all those weird places.
Yeah.
So
that shit's badass, man.
Yeah.
So Mike Checker, tell me about this Plum Island.
Oh, Plum Island.
You were talking about earlier.
Yeah, you know, it's perfect for the show and the Jimbo Trashy conspiracy epidemic. But yeah, man, you guys, if you haven't seen it before, it's a pretty good show. I know Trash Man over here has. I don't know, Adar, if you've ever watched The Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura.
Oh, yeah.
The governor. You seen that?
I'm all about it, bro.
Yeah. Well, there was this one episode where they were talking about Plum Island, okay? And, man, this is legit, and there's no way in my mind that you can convince me that just from this alone, that if they have this, that there's other things, other places where just no doubt they're doing top secret crap.
Hold on 1 second. Are you saying you're a conspiracy theorist now?
No,
I finally converted you?
Well, you didn't never. Here's the thing is, you derive some conspiracy theories out of everything and a lot of crazy stuff, and I never don't agree with you know, like you present fact. What I love fact. You know what I'm saying? I love it. If you're gonna tell me something, if you're gonna tell me somebody was responsible for a bombing, or you're gonna tell me somebody knew about.
I was responsible for the Rogan board banning.
Exactly. And there's some other stuff like there's a conspiracy involving that right now, and you told me a fact, and I know it's true. You know, we won't go into it now because we're trying to keep. You know, everyone's safe, but no, it comes down to.
Thank you for being concerned with my safety. That's a big bonus. That's why we're friends, bro.
It is. I love you guys. But no, it comes down to if you got fact for me, and you know, just like the Bible, okay, or religion, okay. You want to get into religion, you know, it's like I'm not a devil worshiper. I'm not anti-religion. There are thousands of religions out there. There's people who believe in the planets as being their gods. There's people who believe in an invisible man in the sky named Jesus. There's people who believe in Allah. Everything, right? That's fine. You believe what you want, you know, but for me, I need fact. And then
I think for me, man, it's just like real simple. Like I'm wrong a lot.
Right.
I'm wrong a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I quite often find myself going, oh, fuck, I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I have to not admit that I was wrong.
Sure.
So for me to just take anything that anybody is giving me and go, oh, fucking, that's what happened because they said that's true, is fucking stupid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like
Exactly.
until I go and make a cause for it and like fucking really do my own investigation and find my own truth to it,
Right.
I can't say that, yeah, that's what happened.
So like when I say that, like Adam and Eve, okay? No, I believe more in the, maybe not 100% in the Big Bang, but I believe more in the Big Bang, okay? And I believe in how we became to be humans. Evolution, it's there, okay? Maybe.
Which is going to bring us into Plum Island pretty soon, right?
Oh, it sure is. It sure the hell is.
Keep that in mind, folks, for just a second.
But Plum Island in general, just from everything we're talking, like I said, religion, where we come from, okay, and what I was getting into and talking about that is just conspiracies in general. You know, I believe in fact, and if you show me something and it happened, and you show it to me that happened, okay, I believe you. I agree with you. Okay, that's true. So, anyways, Plum Island.
Well, hold on. I'm going to start the debate real quick.
Okay.
9/11.
Yes.
Conspiracy or no?
Definitely conspiracy.
Definitely.
I think part conspiracy, yeah.
Okay.
I think.
All right. I just wanted to see where you weighed in on that.
Here's what I think about that is that I definitely think they knew something was coming. I don't think that George Bush hired people to plant bombs in all these different buildings.
No,
however,
he's the puppet.
However, sure. However, there is some pretty goddamn strong truth and fact.
Hey man, the whole fucking other building just fell down.
Right. And it fell down like the demolished buildings. Right.
Yeah,
and like how they demolished shit in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Just like the other two.
Right. You know,
Like,
so
it's fire damage, I swear.
Yeah, it's just fucking fire.
Those buildings, you know, they just fall down sometimes.
I do believe Bin Laden trained and paid for and hired, whatever you want to say, a bunch of crazy radicals to fly a plane into a building. I believe that too.
All right. Well, I mean, we don't get into specifics.
Right.
But,
Anyway,
back to Plum Island.
So Plum Island is what it comes down to, is just one of what I think many laboratories where the government, and see, here's what I'm saying, not like conspiracy theory, sure, but top secret crap, you know, Area 51 shit, you know, whether they had aliens in Area 51 or not. There's some shit going on there that they don't want us to know for a reason. It's inhumane. It's not right. And you know whatever comes from these experiments is what it is. But that's where it gets into Plum Island, okay? Is that there's this island off of the shores of New Jersey or Manhattan, like over New York, New Jersey, right? And you've heard about the waters there in New Jersey and shit, the island, the channel and island canals or whatever, they're polluted and just, you do not want to go swimming there. Anyways, Plum Island was a laboratory created by a Nazi. I forget his name right now, but he was a Nazi.
Adolf Hitler?
No, it wasn't. It was one of Adolf Hitler's scientists. And
touche.
And he was supposed to go on trial.
Was it the dude that was it like the scientist guy that like
Himmler?
America took? The guy that
one
was
of.
Yeah, okay.
One of. We took a couple.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, and this guy was supposed to go on trial for death crimes. He was supposed to be put to death.
Sounds like Operation Paperclip.
Right. So we took him because if we didn't, the Russians were gonna take him. Right. Okay, this is all what I heard. Okay,
and it's true. It's true. After World War II, the United States took all the fucking German scientists that were fucking geniuses.
Yeah, yes,
because they won the war, and all the bad guys became the good guys, supposedly. You know?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And so this guy was the one responsible for creating this island. Okay, and it was specifically to use animal diseases was the excuse. Okay, it was supposed to be animal to animal diseases that can't be contracted to humans. Like these animals have a disease.
Like
AIDS. well, actually, not like AIDS. Like mad cow disease. Okay, which I think is a.
I know into us too, right?
Does it? Can it? Well, okay, well, not that then.
Like chicken pox.
Or actually camel pox.
Right.
Or I don't know.
Anyway,
So,
I get
anyways, it's supposed to be a lab where
like
these
feral
guys
cats,
and they're supposed to be cat AIDS. They actually have cat AIDS.
Okay.
And these cats, you can't get it from them. I've had it. My ex-girlfriend had
Good.
like 10 cats.
Thank God I
that
don't
all
have to use
died from
condoms
this.
with cats
Yes.
anymore. So.
But the way these cats get the cat AIDS is from eating out of a bowl. They don't even have sex. They eat out of another cat's bowl who had the cat AIDS. Boom, they get it. It's the saliva. Anyways, so Plum Island is this island this Nazi created, and they were supposed to manage diseases from animals, learn how to possibly harness these things into bombs and crap like that, and weapons of warfare is what it was for. So that was like what it kind of was, but it was not so we could bomb other people, but so maybe we could defend against it. So anyways, what ended up leading to happening is they started creating, no joke, different species. And what came through and what I saw from this is that ticks that we have here in America that carry Lyme disease were actually created or somehow formed from the animals they were fucking around with on that island. These Lyme disease carrying ticks were developed, and some of the animals in this island escaped somehow, and that's where it led to there's a city called Lyme, Massachusetts or something like that.
Right.
It's actually, the city name is Lyme. I forget the state.
believe you.
And that's where Lyme disease stemmed from. It actually started there. And like the government tries to say, well, that's where, it started there. But what actually really happened is it came from this island and it just ended up going there. And so Lyme disease, and we wouldn't even have these damn ticks that carry it, these big fat ticks. We wouldn't have them here if it wasn't for these people. So anyways, there's other things too, like mad cow disease, which I'm not sure if it's the same or similar, but there's another thing called foot and mouth disease.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That also
I don't know anything about it, but I've heard
mouth
of
disease?
it.
Yeah.
Is that when you say something stupid?
I've contracted that.
It was supposed to be an animal to animal only disease that I think was
My girlfriend and my ex-girlfriends will all tell you, this guy's got a serious case of foot
is-
disease.
I can tell you ex-girlfriends and ex-friends and
Oh, yeah,
douchebags
man.
galore got that. But so what happened is one of these cows that was infected got loose and went into the non-infected bin, and they had to slaughter all these animals and this inhumane crap. And anyways, just to kind of get it going is like I've said kind of enough about what this place does, but there are these new species that have washed up on the beaches. Okay, there's the island, Plum Island, and there's a beach, whatever it is, New York or New Jersey or something like that many people go to. And three different times, this new animal has washed up on a shore, dead, which everyone thinks came from Plum Island. But the Plum Island people are saying, no, that didn't come from us. Yeah, it washed up on your shore. That wasn't from us. But it's like right there.
We're just chilling, dude. Yeah.
So this animal is like what it looks like when you see the corpse is, and you can pull it up. I wish I remembered.
I think I've seen this shit.
They named it. It's a name of a species now, and it looks like a wolf.
Yeah,
okay?
I've seen this shit.
With a turtle face. And the turtle face with like
it's a wordle.
With like a snapping turtle beak.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
bird.
I've
seen
We're almost out of time. I'm gonna try and Google this real quick.
Okay, and then that's the animal. 3 of them have washed ashore. And
what should
also,
I Google here? Wolf turtle face.
Plum Island animal.
Yeah, plum.
Or something.
Plum animal.
Okay, so just to keep that in mind while you're looking it up. Another thing that washed up on Plum Island is a human. Okay. There it is. There it is. That's it.
What the fuck?
They'll also call that a chupacabra.
What the fuck is that?
Hopefully Jimbo can put that up on the podcast when we aired this, and you can see what we're talking about. But another thing that washed up
this is just fucking Dr. Jekyll's Island, bro.
Yeah.
That's all this fuck this shit is.
A human washed up with long, elongated fingers and crazy scaly skin, and like some kind of like crazy
Waterworld
hair and head, like nutty shit. And they have pictures of it, like when I was watching the show. And anyways, Plum Island denies all wrongdoing and like, no, we only do animal to animal disease testing when when Jesse was interviewing this guy, he kept saying,
Are you trying to tell me there's only animals in jungle? Are you trying to tell me I wrestled Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh my
Are you
God.
trying to tell me that it's just animal to animal?
And speaking of foot in the mouth disease, this guy kept putting his foot in his mouth. He kept contradicting himself, and Jesse ate him alive. Jesse ate him alive, and it sounded just like that.
So, in your opinion, for the title, the word or the fucking scaly man, who's winning?
But yeah, no, Plum Island, some crazy shit. And I wish I could tell you
Damn
guys
it.
more, but
We'll see you next time on the Jimbo Trashy podcast.
They're moving the island to Kansas. Beware, Kansas. They're coming for you, Kansas. Your livestock is in jeopardy. Plum Island is coming. We're all gonna die. The apocalypse is coming. I hate to say it. Everyone run. We're all...
Radican. Yeah, Radican is the name, yeah. Yo, I desire to love anything higher above. I'm a diamond in the rough, screaming Simon says enough stuff for politicians to successfully bluff. The weak minds that trust the lie instead of trusting they gut. The dumb won't survive in my eyes. The tongue ties a noose around their necks, stopping the blood flow to their head so they can't detect what is actually said. Respect the voice that says to try to not be mesmerized by a twinkle in their eye. But she told me she loved me, she holds me, kisses and hugs me, but she's shoving a knife in between each of your innocent vertebrae. And as much as it hurts to say, most of this world gets played like commercials and the opposite sex every day. And it won't work to pray because they lurk in sacrilegious caves, and not even God can get the demons to behave. When they rant and rave, I just shave away the hair and expose the werewolf. He's just a man. Just a man. Just a man. Radican. Yeah. You can curl in a ball and hide against the wall, screen the phone calls and cut your arms off with a bone saw, but that won't work at all, cause I'll pick up your limp limb, make a deal with you and then shake on it. Take your hand to the gym, kill a kid and leave your fingerprints at the scene of the crime, cause it's my deceiving mind that helps me get by without a scratch and a sigh of relief. I lie to the chief and go Scorpion King and take over his position, so the tribe sees eye to eye with my vision, cause right now they're missing out. I give them a chance to listen to me spouting the truth. I take a sip out the fountain of youth, so that every generation to come can get a taste of the Matrix as one. A rapist for fun of words. It takes patience, sons, to learn to wait in line. It's my turn to grab the mic and burn till this whole world can fit in an urn. I toss it to Saturn. What's done is done. I hop up on a comet and ride it to the sun. And I don't come back. Did I mention Radican?
E to the XT or E to the XT or E to the XT or live. It's hard for me to decide. Should I tell the truth or lie on purpose? I feel you nervous. It's worthless to deny my try. Extra live, I'd rather die than end up in a tie. I choke the chicken, slap him with my dick and balls. No one answer when he calls, doing shopping at the malls, in all your favorite stores. When he knows he'd rather dress up like a Trekkie or buy the new Star Wars action figurines. Contemplating going to the Army, Navy, or Marines before he joined the fiends on the block that'll suck your dick for rock. I cock it back and unload. You couldn't crack my code, even if you were a hacker. You shit packers, studying my flow. Slackers lacking skills, so it's obvious I know already. The only reason that you even started rapping, thanks to Eddie. E to the XTR, not your average star. Nowhere close to par is where I are. The A-L-I-V. Help bring it back to where it all began again. The E. That's me, Mr. Live as can be. Possibly don't agree, and I'll break you off for free. Live in the flesh, via satellite. I'll start writing in a rush. Not worried if it's tight and recorded. It gets supported even if it's only so-so. I got no time to do a promo. I never do my own show. It's a no-go on the release date. The Great Depression got pushed back because the way I really hate second-rate work. See me smirking like a jerk like her. I wanna turn my brains into stains on the floor, ceiling, and the walls. Tell me what good am I for in store? Is there any hazard? happiness. There must be more than this, and I can't find it. I've been blindsided from behind, hit with some shit I didn't even know existed on earth. I've been like this since birth, and really is it worth all the pain? All the pain coming to the surface through the words I'm saying, laying low, and it's the truth. It's hard for me to decide whether I should give you proof.
Check out the latest sounds from the occult experimental rock project, Elvis on Acid, with their second album release, Prehistoric Psychonaut.
With historic obligations, we've come so far. We're cutting away the spiritual line. Consolation, they don't care who you are. You're damning us to hell, it's written in the stars.
Follow Elvis on Acid on Twitter, @Elvis on Acid. Go to youtube.com/Elvis on Acid to hear the latest. Global Psychosis Entertainment, Dark Jam Records, and Elvis on Acid are not responsible for any violent revolutions, drug overdoses, or attempted suicides that may occur after listening.
Loyalty to the royalty. The fallen angels sing divine by the kings.
This ad has been brought to you by Global Psychosis Entertainment and Dark Jam Records. Copyright 2013.